Streets, inescapable advertising, and high-strung citizenry live up to your expectations of an Auntie's Choice Company
we
town?
on tonight. We're gonna start with some Outer Worlds. I might crank the Battlefield if the boys show up. Start with some Outer Worlds. Auto makes it weak to shock, but immune to plasma. Okay. What was I doing? Gain entry to the automaker. What? Where's dude house at? And her crib. Cause I got it. We're gonna go out there though. Hey, we have big jump. Look at these. Ooh, these are schematics. What is this? Enforced barrel, light revolver, explosive rounds. Fuck yeah. Entry blade, frost blade, triple blade, defense grip, machine pistol, double barrel. Light revolver, plasma. Change damage type to plasma at the expense of lower damage. Plasma damage stacks burn. Could turn a gun into a plasma light revolver. Explosive round. Fire rounds that explode on contact, deal damage in a small radius. Damn. Light pistol silencer. Light revolver silencer. Okay. Got some shit. Bio uses ammo cost. You got some schematics over here. Triple barrel shotgun truck. Weapon now fires a 3-burst shot that inflicts Iranian on me. I don't know if I want to buy that. I rather I can put a barrel on that mug. And I could, and that's all the track you got. You don't got no more. But you get all of it. I think I'm gonna buy this explosive round. Okay. it's the rounds. It's not the barrel. Damn. Ooh, shit. Monocular target finder. Grants additional weak spot damage relative to how far away the target is. Further distances grant a large bonuses, but damage fall off is still applicable. Damage bonus max out at 30% at 100 meters. I didn't know I had that. Let me put that on. I got this Star-Lord suit. This glitch. I'm missing a leg. Let me see. Helmet. This helmet dope. When did I find this? Hell yeah. Oh. My boy looks badass with that. Mikey, stop screaming so loud. God damn. Extra primer port. Gain an additional weapon slot. Which one? Oh, dang, should I might find a different mod. Okay. New crafting recipe available. Okay. Compact round, concussive mine, bypass shunt, corrosion, distraction grenade, explosive grenade, light revolver. Only got that one light pistol, so oh man, and it got the snake shot on it already. Basically, I just wasted $1,000. Sell one of these, can't I? Oh, that's my first little blade. Build a little pistola. Heavy. Farmer's clothes. We'll need the farmers. What? Where's the old girl house? Augustine DeVries. Okay.
DeVries sure has some cheek putting Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
Oh shit, secret room. Some just told me. I thought I was flushing the toilet and I found the secret room. DeVries' tracker appears to have been surgically removed and submerged in liquid inside the container. I'll pay attention to unfortunately it'll produce.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. It seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it? I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it. though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it. So what was she thinking? How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in dredging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. Reckon so. Something might embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figure my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me.
He said he would have built
monuments.
You put a tool in my hand.
Me. Some nobody from
monuments to you,
and
baby.
then she betrayed us. Tried telling
one.
myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers.
Oh, it was not an accident.
Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us.
What?
I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks.
From a bunch of monks.
Done some good too. Even I can admit that not everyone following the plan is a fanatic. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue.
Count them cards.
That's different. Everything we've done so far has been for the mission. To save everyone.
For the mission.
You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged.
Yeah.
She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that? Glad we're of an accord. DeVries made her bed. Let's bury her in it. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly-like.
I feel like I'm gonna have to pop my house later. I feel like I'm gonna have to pop my house later. He better not be tripping. Feeling all her shit. Ah, fuck. You just have to have it. Doesn't matter what it is. But if energy are wanted, this flaw significantly changes the experience while in settlements. Not advised for players looking for a relaxing experience in towns. Warning: once selected, flaws cannot be removed. Effects: plus 100% vendor buying price for stolen honor. Found a flaw cause I loot everything. I ain't even stole that much shit. Call me a klepto. 100% vendor buying price was it? Man, you jack, bitch. I don't want none of y'all flaws. I blame him. Why is the Earth Directorate watching me? art director shouldn't be keeping tabs on me like that. What crib is this?
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement. Heavens. Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes.
Betwixt?
You know, you might be right. I'm reliably certain I did not want to find out.
Yeah, I said between the
Guess
two
I
of
should
us.
apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation. Look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair.
Peeped a few
Then,
windows.
being of pure information, probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, be my guess. That sort of name-calling is unwelcome and uncalled for. If you don't want to help, then be on your way. No one nailing your feet to the ground. I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Spare me such timid drivel. We needn't waste time bandying lies. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse. The greenhouse's stolen bounty? offered a healthy alternative
Damn.
to gorging ourselves
It's a-
on that vending machine poison.
Should I murder these little
Alas, I was
refugees?
spotted on 1 or 2 forays. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more.
Observation, medical, speech. Just one medical, one observation. God damn. I need to put points into that.
If you are conniving for some concession of weakness, you will be a long time waiting.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
Please, stay. It would please me to end the lives of 2 invaders as opposed to 1.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead. Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet.
Oh, what?
I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract. A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the sovereign.
Oh, they tripping. Well, I ain't got no speech and no leadership, so looks like y'all gonna die.
This was always going to end in blood.
Guns, let's get the
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish. I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before. Wow, it's like I'm lighter. Thank you for everything. Truly.
Oh, lamb, though, girl. Common material for crafting at workbenches. Fixing the Lorenz. I probably didn't have to end like that, man. I didn't want it to end like that. It's a side mission that didn't have to happen, dog. Did not have to happen like that.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice? Introducing specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
Alright, got old girl in this bees. I don't know where her house could be at. up my couch. Sure.
Hey, Gads, the hologram's gone down.
A simple malfunction, perhaps.
An outrage is what I call it. That hologram was our flag planted in the soil of conquered lands. Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time. Or
Hey, the
are
big
time.
Auntie's Choice hologram is gone. I mean, oh, dear.
Get rid of it. Got everything in Homeboy's apartment. E. Galloway. What's his? Teams of secret smugglers. Get the greenhouse. I need to find old girl's crib though.
So who are you rooting for in the tossball leagues this season?
That's on Boy House right there.
You just stopping by to admire the mines, or is there something I can help you with?
I don't know, B.
See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to as sky mines by those who prefer brevity. However, the whole thing is currently non-operational. Some problem with the lifting mechanism. No lift means no sky mines. No sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, gee, nice weather we're having today. Please, I'm not some flathead doesn't know her hygroscopic compounds. You mess with the balance, you risk the whole thing combusting. Are you loaded to the bulkhead? There is no universe where that works. Law, I can't believe I'm agreeing to this. All right, scientist, do your worst.
All right,
I'll be over
scientist.
there if you need me. Way over there. Should clear the blast radius at that distance.
Please, please.
What in the...
Guy mine. See? Fixed it. You got it for me, bitch.
All right, so you got her working. Bully for you. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again. There's just this weight in my chest won't loosen. Worry gunking up my inner workings. Protectorate could launch an attack from that Vox station anytime. What if the mines aren't enough? Guess I won't have much to worry about then, will I? Here, managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged mine earlier. Who knows? Might get you out of a pinch one of these days. And seeing how expertly you worked, you may as well take this armor modification too.
Damn.
I'm sure you'll have an easier time installing it than I would.
Okay, I got some shit for doing that. So, girl up house right here.
Auntie Joyce knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
Intoxicant facilitator. Oh, okay. This is the bar. I need to go to the bar.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about that, except that I hate it.
I hit up homeboy's locker. I did some shit last time.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
Damn, they shoot some niggas right there. Where does old girl stay at?
This paradigm thing you people are always going on about. Does it really improve your life?
Already hit his shit up. Right here, who is this? Lily Juan's goodbye. find out where old Babe stay at. Death of tens of Pernickers. That definitely look like a mission she gonna send me on.
Your daily chemicals and preservatives.
Oh, shit, I guess we won't find old girl. Appointment.
Why choose just any choice when you can choose Auntie's choice? Remember, Auntie.
Why do you corporate folks do all the hard work instead of letting auto mechanicals do it?
Because we get paid to do it. We need the money so we can buy things.
Then you buy the things you want, why do you do it?
You can make more money and buy more things.
And once you buy the things you work, why do you keep working?
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
Yep. Community.
Thanks for not crushing my plants, friend. I'm the Senior Principal Chief Director of Natural Studies, Acquisitions, and Monetization on Paradise Island. But call me Betsy. I'm always out looking for exciting new plants, rocks, and critters, but you can likely puzzle that out on your own. Say, you ain't looking for a job, are you? It's easy. Just need to confirm reported locations of a few rare and highly valuable plants. You can keep anything you find. Anything. Just so long as you bring me back confirmation as to the wheres of where you found them. Well, you got me grinning to split my noggin clean in two. But enough of that. To business. I got a stack of reports, but since we're not supposed to be riling things up with the Protectorate right now, I can't go investigate them myself. It might be seen as aggressive. But since you're an unaffiliated freelancer, you could handle this task no problem.
Just go to these places and verify if the resource is there or not, and report back to me. Friend, you and I are about to become very wealthy. First up, I need you to find a beautiful flowering plant called Heartless Lephoria. It can be found across Arcadia. More specifically, it's typically found near Zeranium, so it's spread along with the Protectorate civilization, since their technology is mostly powered by Zeranium. Straight to it then. I got 2 reports so far. One near the Automech Repair Center in the southeast corner of the island. The second is to the north of here and a little east of the bridge. And again, friend, anything you find is yours. I don't want to get audited for unapproved stock. Just need someone to put lamps on those spots and verify them for me.
Hello. You must be a new, co-worker. No. My mistake. You're obviously just passing through.
Here to do some fishing?
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit enjoys our banter.
The robbery. Piscicator clothing? Piscator? Damn, a beanie give you 5% critical chance plus 40% critical damage? Damn, for a beanie?
Hello. You must be a new co-worker. No, my mistake. You're obviously just passing through.
Unauthorized entry into an Arbiter training facility is likely to result in violent arbitration. Entering a hostile zone. Enemies detected. Please exercise caution.
Who? Protectorate Dragon MK2. God damn. Let me get the fuck out of here. Oh man, I let them niggas out.
This stretch runs between Fairfield and the Eastern Forward Operating Base. North of here is an old abandoned chapel. Dang, I ought to be charging for information. Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472. 472 means they're gonna fill anything that moves full of holes. Word is Milver Street is ordering a watch on the Protectorate survivors in Westport. Once any change is reported.
I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my... even on my contract.
Milver Street is on. Is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell him. But I do love bits. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lamps on something juicy from Milver Street.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crabbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here.
I don't even want to think about the damage those Crabbles are going to do to my machines.
They're Crabbles. They ain't gonna do nothing to your precious terminal. Only thing they're endangered to was us.
Yeah, you may have it right a bit. I just ain't certain.
No time to conversate.
Oh, crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped.
Scout report. Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Excellent. At ease, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it.
Though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri-Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for...
Who goes there?
By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak. Definitely the second one. But it's like the Marshal says, in war, evacuation is not an option. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
Don't cause any trouble. What? Your skills are erratic to say the least, but a jack of all trades is oftentimes better than a master of one. You can raise more skills faster, though it'll be harder to ever maximize any particular one. Muscling. When leveling, you can only add skill points to
Outsider.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Might be wise to get that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain by getting it.
in there? Now that you're inside, you'll need to find a way to sabotage the main automech facility.
Not sure we should get any closer.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Anyway, if you have hands and a will to lend them, I won't turn away help. This gas leak of ours has proven inexhaustible, patient, and insidious. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. Speak with Delphinia Bryant. She needs all the support she can get, and I'll spare no resources on this particular problem. Her invention, once operational, will provide you a shield from the worst of the Zeranium. Her workshop is just past our clinic. Once you have the shield, see me about the leak. I'll give you all the details.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want? Ah, our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected. Assist me, and you'll get more than bits out of the equation. You'll get a prototype shield gadget, the first of its kind. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm. Yes, quite right. And let me tell you, it was astoundingly difficult to dial in the resonance. Luckily, the difficult work is behind us. There are only a smattering of ancillary details still to be hashed out. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Bits? Is that what this is about? Assist me in bringing the device to completion, and I should have enough material to fashion an additional prototype for you. I imagine a protective field that screens all manner of environmental hazards, not to mention bullets, blades, and other injurious miscellanea, might be of use in one's travels. But if you're unmoved or apathetic for some witless, unsensical reason, I'm sure I can find a way to make it all work eventually. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to... My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks? Until a more convenient date and time.
Warning. Agent. Irreparable damage to lungs imminent. Exit gaseous cloud immediately.
Thanks.
Were you successful? I have tests that can be started immediately if so. What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. Catalytic amplifiers are a somewhat outdated technology, available only in older model Dragoons. Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to Geld his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defenseless. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are by now riddled with Zeranium poisoning. Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, Be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zeranium exposure.
All right.
We're a mite bit busy these days.
You RPG.
I'm afraid so, and you were wise not to get involved. The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. I'd say it's guaranteed. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right. She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't. If you're really so desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen since. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear. Good hunting. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier? Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. You do that. Anything to keep him off my back for an hour.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Gotta have Hack 3.
Oh, a new arrival. Ah, and what's this? You, I dare say, are exhibiting clear signs of Zeranium exposure, stranger. Fortunately for you, you appear to have a fairly mild case. I imagine you haven't even noticed any symptoms yet. If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask, for medical posterity, and so on and so forth. First question, can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium? It's a wonder you're still upright. The emanations outside that building are thick enough to be a death sentence. The Marshal's at his wit's end about it. I'd suggest paying a call to our visiting scientist next door. Purportedly, she's devised a device that can block the effects of Zeranium gas. All right, next question. How are you feeling? For instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Or aching in your thyroid or spleen? I'll just mark you down as testy then. As a token of my appreciation, allow me to provide you advanced Zeranium therapy of the highest possible quality. There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. I would love, be pleased to act as your consulting physician again, should the need arise. Don't have much to spare, but you're free to have a look.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrap.
Stay true, outsider.
What can I do for you this time? I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse. Why in law's name would you want to know that? Glad to hear it. Any further questions? Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow, but his cautious nature gets in the way. Yes, there is some risk that exposure to Zeranium will corrupt our automechs, to use his colorful language. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. I'm sure they'll be scrubbed clean once they arrive at the Vox relay. But that isn't our problem to solve. You be sure and come back once you've made progress on the leak.
Ah, you're back. And you've been cavorting with Zeranium again, by the looks of things.
I gotta have Act 3.
Certainly. There is a nominal cost for treatment to cover essentials. All right, then. Hold perfectly still. There. All better. Was there anything else you needed? Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life to researching its unique form of matter. What would you like to know? Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the Zeranium as quickly as you can if exposure Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new breakthroughs in the near future. Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zeranium's effect.
Oh, I gotta have Act 3 to get in there. Gotta have Hack 3 to get in.
If you need something, kindly make it quick. You'll want to see the quartermaster. She's right next to the gate you entered through, under the marshal's office. She'll only be able to sell you our surplus, but you might find some of it useful.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, Quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode. Best look into that later. Please, give it a try yourself.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Request not understood.
It only understands the words I've added to its... Look, for now, just use the phrase...
Initiating commerce.
See you soon, I hope.
We're closed.
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have provided no proof of what you're accusing her of.
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one whose life she saved in Triangulum.
By the Architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you, and that you were dead.
She was fond of me? Then why? Why would she try to kill me?
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. It didn't matter to Louise, though. She just kept going over it.
Holy shit, thank you for the follows, y'all.
Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen.
Goal. Wow.
That and the invasion itself set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that
Mitch
road
Ellis
again.
48 and Pius 7466. I appreciate y'all. Y'all can say something else in the chat so I know y'all not bots. That'll be cool.
She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After
Are you
we
guys
became
bots?
friends,
Type something
she
else in the
began to
chat.
change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been.
Huh.
Or
Oh,
worse.
good. I'll take the bots. You guys don't want to type nothing. Cool.
We became friends for some reason. She interceded on my behalf with an... I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. Beyond doing the right thing? I don't know. I have nothing to offer. Except... not sure if this will help you, but she did use the same code for everything. 15-778. I even used it to search her safe after she left Fairfield.
That is Agent DeVries's identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. That's all I can ask. you.